You are driving along, minding your own business, and suddenly your speedometer starts dancing around like it is possessed by a ghost. Or worse, your transmission slams into gear so hard it feels like you just got rear-ended. That is a terrifying feeling. If your scanner pulls up the code P0723, we are looking at an output speed sensor intermittent issue. This little sensor is actually a huge deal. It is the eyes of your transmission. It tells the car's computer exactly how fast the output shaft is spinning, so it knows precisely when to shift gears. When this signal gets choppy or intermittent, the computer gets confused. It does not know if you are doing 20 miles per hour or 70, so it might hold a gear too long, shift erratically, or even force the car into limp mode to protect itself. This can happen on anything from a Ford to a Honda or a VW. Now, before you start tearing the transmission apart, let me give you a pro tip that has saved me countless hours. Check your transmission fluid first. Seriously, if the fluid is dirty or low, it can mess with the sensor's reading. I have fixed this exact code just by doing a fluid and filter change because metal shavings or sludge were interfering with the magnetic signal of the sensor. If the fluid looks good, then we move to the sensor itself and the wiring. You need to get under there and look for burnt wires, especially if they are routed near the exhaust or connectors that are green with corrosion. Since this is an intermittent code, wiggle the wires while checking for continuity with your multimeter. Sometimes the wire is broken inside the insulation where you cannot see it. You are looking for 0 ohms of resistance on the ground and signal lines. If the wiring checks out, replacing the output speed sensor is usually a straightforward and relatively inexpensive job. It is much cheaper than a transmission rebuild, which is what many people fear when they feel those rough shifts. So, take a deep breath, check that fluid, inspect those wires, and you will likely be back on the road with smooth shifting in no time.